Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So, if you guys have seen my kit lineup, you will notice that I did change up what I am using for this week. This week I'm going to be using this kit from Hello Petite Paper, which I did haul as well. It is the November 2022 kit. It's absolutely beautiful. I enjoyed using this kit. I did get all of this stuff that I'm showing you now from Jenny and her plans on Instagram. She hooked me up. She was like, yeah, I bought the florals thinking it would match, but it didn't. So you can have it, girl. And I so appreciate her. Thank you so much. And then I'm just showing you guys. Once I saw this kit, I said, yeah, that doll is going to be perfect. So I decided to actually pair this kit with silver foil, and I truly love how it came out. It looked so good. I was able to really do a little something up at the top with the floral since I had so many. I mean, I still pretty much had like a whole full page plus some. So yeah. So clearly, to me, there's a such thing as too many florals, I guess, in my opinion, in my spreads in particular. But as I was sitting here editing, I did say that I may go back and add some more florals in some spaces. So, we'll see. Especially for Tuesday, you'll see when I get there. But Tuesday was a little bunched. All right, so let's start with a day by day. So on Monday, I had to do some follow up because I believe I was on consults the week before. Or I think this was my second week this was my second week of follow-up. So just finishing up my follow-up, finishing my investigations, going through all of my email consults, whatever consults that I had to go through. I did 4 loads of laundry. I was working from home that day. I did 4 loads of laundry, which was a whole lot, but was necessary. And this day I did watch a couple of my girls on YouTube. So I watched Cafe with Anna. I watched Rosie Plans and then Only One Jess. And then I started to do some cleaning in the middle bedroom, which is like my dressing room / supposed to be my office, but I'm never in there. Yes, I started to do that. Also, what I did was a lot of her icons, since they did match the kit, I tried to use one of the icons included in the kit on every day. So on this day, I used the cleaning bottle when I said that I was cleaning the room. The laptop at the very top, that is from Lilac Luna Plans. And then the folded clothes and the candle are both from Crafts by Thaowie. Another thing that I wanted to do, and I know the person that I recall seeing doing it was Lauren from Plan, where she would put florals at the top or the bottom of her columns, especially if there's nothing more to write. So because I had so many florals, I took and did something else that she also does. So she had labels that had what is that thing called? Is it the top and the bottom of the columns, y'all? I'm drawing a blank here. Like that, what I'm putting down. With those edges, so I just cut those edges off and use them to kind of line the top and bottom of it. So I try to do the bottom of the one column and then the top of the following column. That's kind of what I did throughout the spread. And what I may do, go back, is add florals at the bottom of Tuesday and then at the bottom of Saturday, just because I don't think I really like using just the header down there, but we'll see once I go back home, because I'm at work currently doing this before all hell breaks loose. So on Tuesday I did work in the office, so I like to use my little pretty pink code desk icon. So I used that to mark that. I had some phone calls I had to make, so I documented that using the phone icon from Crafts by Thaowie. One of my colleagues was promoted to director, so I just marked that using this fancy box that came off of one of the freebies that I got, which I thought those boxes were super cute. I really, really love the colors, and I'm so glad that I used silver and not gold. because I really feel like it just adds like some Christmas to it. I don't know. Um, Babe picked me up this day from the office, so I just marked that using the Crafts by Thaowie car icon. And then he did have a meeting that evening, so I just marked that using the pin cup from Crafts by Thaowie as well. So this is when I decided to restart my V-shred workout. So this was the day 2, and I had marked it using the sports bra icon from the Pretty Pink Co. And as you see here, I ended up kind of like finagling some of the stuff, but I feel like it's a little squished, so I probably will go back, add florals to the bottom of the column, and move everything down to give it a little bit more space. Because I think I may have thought about putting something else there, but then I didn't like the spacing or something, so I just put a header there, but I don't particularly care for that. So I'll probably go back and add some florals again. And the good thing is, since I did this on the other side too, it's all about cohesiveness here in the planning community, especially with those that use the dainty planner, the dainty planner kits. um, I want to make sure I, keep it cohesive on both sides. So I'll probably go back, especially since I had so many florals. I'm probably going to go back and switch that up. So as you see here, I'm putting down that header. Now, on Wednesday, we had nurses claims meeting, which started at 7:30. So I definitely was working from home that day. So I marked that. And then I had edited the video and uploaded the video that same day. I was moving and grooving. I don't remember what video that is, but if I can figure it out, I'll definitely tag it for you guys up in the cards. I did end up going to get groceries. I usually try to do groceries on lunch, and then also I got me some food. I think this was the day I went and I actually tried this place called Noodles 88. Not it wasn't like super close to where I live, maybe like 20 minutes, but it's like not far from where I was going to the market at. So I was like, well, let me try there, because I kind of had a taste for like Asian cuisine. Food was really, really good, and I was like super hungry, so I didn't even wait. I ate my spring rolls in the car. They were so good. That evening I did have therapy, so I had my therapy appointment. um I actually made tacos on Wednesday instead of Tuesday, because since he had the meeting and by the time he got back it was like super late. So I ended up making him tacos on Wednesday, which of course he's super happy about, because he lives for a damn taco, I'll tell y'all that. So I marked that using those one of the little small boxes. It kind of reminds me of like a stamp. And then that taco script is from Letters to Apollo, and then the taco icon is from White Deer Stationery. And then I believe this was the day he actually bought Mortal Kombat on his game console. So I think this day, did I play with him? I think I may have played with him the first day, but then after that I kind of just like watched him play it, go through the storyline, that whole thing. So but yeah, it definitely was like nostalgic, because growing up, we used to always play that damn game. Even though, you know, some of the like finishing touches, finishing moves be real gruesome. It took me back, and then I had to like do a little video and show my sister and brother, like, y'all look at this, because especially them two, they were like always playing the game. And I was like, y'all, look at the freaking graphics though. Like, it's just so crazy how much has changed since we grew up. Okay, enough about that. On Thursday, I did work from home again. I think I'm going to go back and add something else, because that space just looks so empty on the left side of the column. That work from home script is from Paper Trail Plans. I had a lot of meetings this day. I don't remember how many. It was probably 4 plus. If I had wrote that many, if I wrote lots of meetings, it was probably 4 plus that day. It be getting ridiculous, I can tell y'all that, okay? This also was Red Cup Day. I'm mad because I didn't have an actual like Starbucks cup icon that I could have used. So I just used the little icon, the little like coffee mug icon from Crafts by Thaowie to mark that it was Red Cup Day, and I went and got my red cup. I did do filming this day as well. I filmed the Plan With Me from October 17th, so I will link that as well for you guys. Um, I actually ended up getting a coupon for a free turkey from all of the grocery shopping through the year. So I had asked my mom if she wanted it, but she did. So I took and I had dropped it off to her house. And in that day, my sister and I was like, we were heavy in our conversations. Like, our conversations have been so, like, we do have deep conversations, like, almost every day. But this day, it was, like, super, super deep. So you'll see here, I put it down one way. I really didn't like it, so I took it out. And then I just used the, like, I think that's actually the FaceTime icon from Crafts by Thaowie. I believe that's what that one is. But I like to use it. I don't FaceTime often. I do more of like text and voice memos, especially because we're all like working during like normal business hours. So it's just easier, especially when you got a lot to say instead of having a lot to read. Just when you get a moment, you can listen to the voice memo and then respond. That's just how we roll around here. And then at that night, I did have my workout, and then I washed my hair. For Friday, my mom had to have a procedure, so headed to her house that morning. Met my brother there, and then we headed over to the hospital. She checked in. Um, we were there probably for like a little bit, and then they took her to the back and got her started. Once they got her started, him and I went and grabbed a breakfast sandwich, and then came back because they did say that the doctor is going to come out and like talk to us right before like the procedure is done, to kind of give us like what was found or whatever the case may be. So we ended up coming back, and we was eating, and it was like right on time because then the doctor, they had called us into like one of the like little privacy rooms to talk, and the doctor did tell us that everything looked good. She did great, and all should be well. She should be able to go home because we did think that she was going to end up having to stay overnight, but she didn't. So I'm glad, and I know she was glad. Um, so heading to my mom's, I used the car icon again from Crafts by Thaowie. I used the check-in, the phone icon for her checking in. I used the stethoscope icon about her procedure. We then took her home. My brother went home because he was dog tired. He didn't get really much sleep, so he left, but I stayed with my mom. I thought it was cute. I used a little like mailbox icon that said that we took her home. It was cute. So mom got upstairs. We got her some food, warmed her up some food, made her some tea. I had her like some water and stuff like that. And she ended up like we were watching Hallmark movies. So I was there for a while because she got me sucked into them, and then after a while, she like was sleep. So then I ended up going home myself because I definitely was exhausted because I definitely didn't really feel like I got good sleep the night before, and then I woke up like well before my actual um, appointment. So before my alarm, rather not my appointment, my alarm. So I just went home and I marked that using the like slippers icon. I wish that the slippers icon and then like the tea mugs with the tissue boxes were separate. Like I wish they were on a separate sheet because I definitely would buy more of those slipper icons. They may are, and I may just not even know. On Saturday, I ended up doing my Friday workout on Saturday just because of what was going on with my mom. So I did that. Then I had called her just to kind of check in on her, see how she was feeling, how she was doing. And then I started to wash the dishes while I was doing that. Then I had a couple of errands to run. Had to go to Aldi's, went to Walmart and a Dollar Tree. And then I was in my 90s R&B bag. And while I was at the market, I ended up buying like a pizza, like a frozen pizza. And I, of course, came home, doctored it up, put it in the freezer. Put it in the oven, warmed it up, and that was like my dinner. But I was like in my 90s bag all day, all the following day, all night. Like, yeah, it was, that's just what it was. So yeah, okay, here I'm switching out the phone icon because I forgot that I said I was going to use at least one of the icons from the kit in every column. So I had to go back and change that. Showing you guys that I finished another sheet. So that Sunday, we had a drop off. We dropped off another turkey to one of our friends, and I had to pick up some stuff for a charity that we're doing. And then our chapter had a rehearsal at one of the brothers' house, and then he made everybody fish and grits as a brunch, and we had mimosas. The Eagles was also playing this day, so we were watching the Eagles game, which they did win. I can tell you one thing. I can tell you why I don't be watching sports like that no more, because I was having like heart palpitations that whole damn game. I said, what the hell? And I can't even remember who they were playing, but that was just not fun. Him and I did stay after a while because that also happened to be his lodge brother, his line brother who he came in with. So we was there. We always end up staying like well after everybody else leave. So we was there for a good minute, and then we left, went home, and then I got cozy, and that was it, and that was all. And I used like little, like slippers and pajama icon. I think I have that off of one of those like bestseller sheets from Crafts by Thaowie. And then there's my doll. Oh, she just looks so good. That coat, and I had to leave the coat like going into the column. It was just too good, y'all. It was just too good. Like I just feel like I've been holding on to her because she was like an OG doll, and it was kind of like look versus feel. So she had like a bunch of them like that, like how you look on Monday, but how you feel come Friday. Yeah, this this was it. I really enjoyed this kit. Again, this was my first time using a kit from Hello Petite Papers. I definitely enjoyed it. I do have another kit I'm going to probably be using either January or probably February. It's actually her Snow White kit, but just because it's like Snow White and the dark colors of it, I'm like, that would be perfect for like the winter time. So I'll be using another one of her kits really soon. And that one actually has foil on it, I believe, and it's silver foil again. So here's my little pan over. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let's chit chat down in there below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on your bell notifications, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.